What's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out Godzilla vs. Kong on 4K Blu-ray. This isn't going to be a review on how entertaining the movie is. I'm just going to share some of my thoughts on the audio and the video quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 6.5K. It's got a 4K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 113 minutes, and the aspect ratio is 239:1. So it's got black letterbox bars. And stick around to the end of the video if you want to win this copy of the movie. I had originally reviewed this movie when it first dropped on HBO Max, and I believe I gave it a 9.3 for audio, but the bass wasn't as good as the previous two movies, and the volume was pretty low, so you had to bump it up a few dB to get it back up to normal levels, and the overall dynamics was compressed as well. The Atmos mix on this 4K disc is a big difference over what I heard on the HBO Max stream. I'd have to say this now sounds very similar to the type of a mix that's on Skull Island and on King of the Monsters. The fight in Chapter 10 is a low-frequency subwoofer assault. It's straight demo-worthy for bass. Looking at the Atmos viewer, you can see effects that move throughout the soundstage. It's splashes of water, airplanes, stuff blowing up, just a bunch of mayhem going everywhere. The explosions not only have some of the deepest bass I've heard in a movie this year, but it's got some pretty impressive HDR brightness. If you're someone that likes to have your eyes burned out, there's plenty of specular highlights. Those crazy flying cars glow extremely bright, and the neon city has a plethora of bold, vivid, bright lights illuminating every building. There's splashes of eye-catching colors throughout the movie, with bright daytime shots and some really dark nighttime shots. HDR retains some great shadow details with black levels that contrast nicely against the brighter parts of the picture. Blacks transition smoothly into lighter shades of gray without any weird banding or compression issues that I saw on the digital stream. Another benefit of having lossless audio on this disc is the much better soundstage during the non-action parts. There's better ambiance that replicates what you're seeing on screen. So now it feels more like you're on this ship with Kong grunting outside the window with the ship's intercom going off above your head. Atmos height channels are super active through the entire movie, with the final battles at the end being the big standouts here. There's so much going on with music and lasers and debris flying everywhere, it can get kind of crazy.
I gotta die here with you and sober!
Detail-wise, it's not as grainy as Skull Island. It actually looks more like King of the Monsters. Those two weren't 4K crisp, and neither is this one. It's still got a ton of detail in every shot, with human close-ups revealing the usual pores and wrinkles with just a touch of softness. The digital effects, which is a lot of them, do blend in well with the live-action parts, and they're all very clean and pretty sharp. You can see the individual strands of Kong's fur and all the detail on Kong's reptilian CG body. Kong's underground hideout had some real nice landscapes with detailed jungle areas that moved over to some drier mountainous terrain. This whole digital world looked good and all, but I didn't find it look so good that I thought it could be real. For me personally, I thought it looked a little too cartoony, but the video quality coming from the stream was much more refined, tighter, and cleaner overall. And the same goes for the audio. The only issue I had with the sound was that the dialogue could at times get drowned out by all the action going on. The music would crank up, and the bass would start going nuts, which made it hard to hear people talking. It's not all the time, but it's enough to make it annoying. But other than that, I'd have to give this audio mix a 9.8. This is a huge sonic upgrade coming from the HBO Max stream. The soundstage is bigger, more detailed, and gave the movie a big cinematic feel. Kind of what you'd expect looking at a giant monkey and a dinosaur fighting through the city. Bass response is demo-worthy, and it's a must-listen if you've got a capable surround system. For video, this has got some great-looking HDR. It's a bright movie with amazing colors and great black levels. It's not as crispy as, say, Chaos Walking, but it's still impressive enough to break out to impress your friends with. So I'd have to give the movie a 9.6 for video. Godzilla vs. Kong is a must-own if you need something to show off your home theater setups, and I'd have to say that it is a reference quality transfer for audio and for video. Now, if you do want to win this copy of Godzilla vs. Kong, all you got to do is drop a comment and let us know down below which movie in the Monsterverse you think is the best. Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, King of the Monsters, or this movie Godzilla vs. Kong. Make sure you like the video, and of course you've got to be subscribed. I'll announce the winner at the end of this month. Now, if you do want to pick this movie up, I'll leave some links for it down below in the video's description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media. And if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content or great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video.